gorgeous, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here in the kitchen, as you can see, and that's because I'm bringing you guys a foodie video. You guys asked for a meal prep video, and last time I got suggestions to do vegan friendly or vegetarian friendly meals, so that's what I'm bringing to you today. And I'm so excited because I wanted to try some new meal prep containers, and I reached out to Jax. And guess what? I got to try it. So I actually selected to try the Jax Fit Pack, and it's for the meal prep containers, and these containers have like all the measurements on them. It even has something for like your vitamins, and it even has like a cool little shaker blender bottle. And I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, so I feel like now I can give a good review. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this video to show you my go-to meal prep that's vegan, vegetarian friendly, as well as I'll leave directly below in the description box the link to the Fit Pack. So let's get started. Okay, so before I even start cooking, I like to go ahead and take out my containers and just set them out evenly. That way, once I'm done cooking, it's an easy transfer. Today, as you can see, we're going to be making one of my infamous veggie bowls or warm bowls. And here, I just start with some organic quinoa. You can use whatever grain that you like. Sometimes I use rice, but my go-to is quinoa. And basically, how I make my quinoa is I rinse it, and I do 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of boiling water. And I stir it, and then I basically reduce the heat and let it cook for about 15 minutes. Here I'm showing you all of the vegetables that I'm going to be putting into the bowl, but again, this can change at any given moment. Like every week is a different set of vegetables. It's kind of what I'm feeling at the moment, but the way that I cook them is the same. For me, this is such a time saver and so easy. I just take a baking sheet, and I put some parchment paper and basically put all of my veggies that I will be cooking or using all on the same sheet. So here you can see I have a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and I usually like to drizzle that on there. And pretty much regardless of what type of vegetables I'm making, I always use black pepper, some garlic powder, and maybe like a little bit of salt or thyme. Or both. In this case, I'm just using thyme, as you can see. And I like to go ahead and put that in the oven, and I like to bake it on 400 degrees heat for about 15 minutes. So here you see that I'm showing you guys my beans. Basically, I'm going to be cooking both black beans and chickpeas. And this is just for some added protein, and those I just stovetop cook separately. And my last vegetable is some kale. So I make my kale a little different. I boil water, and I basically just toss the kale in there and season it with garlic powder, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of salt. And I only let it boil in there for maybe like a minute or two. Not too long, but just enough so it's that nice bright green, and it kind of breaks down the kale a little bit, because kale can be a little strong, and I have a sensitive tummy. So for me, I like to flash cook it a little bit. Here you see that the 15 minutes are up, so I'm just taking my vegetables out, and this is what it looks like. So super easy. We're pretty much almost done with the meal. Now I just have to basically put it into the containers, as you can see that I'm doing here. And I actually do this before I myself eat for the day. And I just love these containers because, as you can see, it's super easy to eyeball and portion control my meals out. And for added protein, if you're not vegan, which I am not, I usually like to add eggs or mozzarella, a little cheese. But if you're not vegan, just leave that out. And here, as you can see, this is me actually making my dinner for the night. I just like it in a wooden bowl. I don't know, I just think it's cute. But you can play around with the vegetables, and I usually like to do a nice little poached egg just for some added protein. Okay, so now that we have dinner ready after I eat this delicious bowl, that's when I actually prep my breakfast for the next morning, which is a smoothie. Basically, the trick to a great smoothie for me is using frozen fruit. I will leave the exact measurements and details in the description box below. Around 1.5 cups of water in one of those little bottles of coconut water. Blend it with the spinach to get me this nice base. And then after that's blended, that's when I add all of my fruits and my protein powder and mix it up like so. And this Jax shaker bottle is actually 20 ounces, and the smoothie yields around 72 ounces, so it gives me just over 3 servings. And then my meal's pretty much packed for lunch and ready for the next day as well as days to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end and you decide to try one of these recipes out, please let me know how you liked it. Comment below. Also, if you have any recipes or any suggestions of foodie videos you would like to see, let me know. I post weekly videos, so definitely, just like I listened for this video, I'll listen for the next. I think my next video will be meat friendly. I'm thinking about something like salmon, chicken, I don't know, something like that. So let me know. And then also, I mean, I think I kind of gave you guys a review of how I felt about the Fit Pack, but clearly I love it. Mainly for the portion control feature on it, because everything's measured out, and that kind of helps someone like me who kind of has a tendency to overeat. You know, when I eyeball it, sometimes I'm eyeballing a little bit more, so it helps my meals last longer, and it helps with my planning, so that way I know exactly how many days and how many meals I have out of a meal. So I highly recommend it, and I love that it comes with the shaker and all the stuff. So I definitely am going to check out even more containers and try to keep it with all of the stuff with the measurements. I highly recommend, if you do get containers, get the ones that have measurements on it. Just a little tip. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Love, live, laugh, and God bless always. Till the next one. Deuces.